Mike Tyson is no stranger to disrespectful interviewers. In fact, he's been dealing with them his entire life.
Put your mother in a straight jacket, you punk white boy!
But over time, Mike's transformed into a calmer, wiser, and more humble version of himself. So when people cross the line with him now, he doesn't explode like he used to. He simply destroys them with one word: the truth. Take, for example, when Joe Budden bragged to Mike Tyson about not having ego issues of his own after Mike opened up to him about his battle with his pride.
I'm just so into my own fucking head.
I'm so glad, listening to you, I'm so glad the ego was never really my struggle.
Oh, man, you must
Thank the Lord.
I'm telling you something right now. It wasn't, you don't even know it.
Huh?
You can't even stop drinking. That's your ego. You can't stop put the bottle down. You didn't know that? You didn't know that? Come on, just stop fucking playing fucking games.
I tell them that all the time, stop playing fucking games.
And you see, Joe Budden has the utmost respect for Tyson. So after hearing Mike's rebuttal, Budden immediately switches his stance and effectively humbles himself right then and there.
See, your ego nights was more exciting than mine.
It had to be, though.
They were, man.
You gotta.
Anytime I was drunk and had the bitches in the living room, all came upstairs and ruined it.
Oh, shit, what shit? Oh, it's lit.
But not every person Mike talks to respects him like Joe Budden did. Sometimes people go out of their way to deliberately bully the heavyweight champ. For instance, in his most recent podcast appearance on Impulsive, Logan Paul and his co-host Mike Malak tried getting under Mike's skin the entire time.
Mike Tyson is not a human, and I know you don't like to hear this. Mike Tyson is a caged animal.
And the disrespect started from the very beginning when they laughed in Mike's face as he spoke about his upcoming fight with Jake Paul.
How do you feel about the presser? And did anything unexpected happen?
Nah, it's just this is beautiful, man. This is just this is what the world needs. I know it sounds crazy, but this is what the world really needs right now.
You fighting Jake Paul is what the world needs.
Yeah, well, listen.
So how does Mike respond to this ridiculous question? Well, he flawlessly humbles them with the truth.
The pay-per-views prove it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So that's the truth. But I know it looks crazy. You look at a YouTube guy, you look at me, but look what we brought here. Look what we did. That's not funny at all.
No, it's very serious.
Yeah, now that's not funny at all. You can't laugh at that.
So at this point, Tyson can sense the game that these two buffoons are trying to play here, and you could tell he was practicing his restraint with them. So when Logan's co-host asks yet another terrible question to Mike, Mike again calmly and honestly responds, refusing to give in to what Logan and his sidekick want.
Like, what if you show up in the ring November 15th and you, instead of fighting, you start reciting poetry? You know what I'm saying? Or like I said before, find a small animal to pet in the center of the ring. Like, are you sure you can access that killer still?
Hey, listen, it's unfortunately I have to fight and be that guy. I wish I could stop that guy. That guy haunts me.
So far, Logan and his co-host plan to rile Mike up isn't really working out. Like everything Mike Malak said to Tyson pretty much ricochets off Tyson's mental armor. So this is when Logan decided to take matters into his own hands, attempting to piss Mike off by telling him, in a condescending tone, that he's really worried for him to fight his brother, Jake.
Mike, I'm going to be honest with you. I love you, Mike.
Same.
And I'm very nervous for you.
Thank you for caring.
I do care. I care about you. And I care about my brother. And I know the path he's on right now. And it's ruthless, Mike.
I agree. It's pretty cool.
It's cool. It's so cool to watch, and he's really crushing it. And I just feel like I want you to be okay in there, Mike.
But Mike doesn't take the bait and responds with probably the wisest bit of knowledge that these two airheads have ever heard in their lives.
Hey, I'm fearful. I'm fearful of my 13-year-old son. And this is what I learned through my 58 years of experience. What my experience is, that anyone's capable of killing you. In my life and the way I lived my life and what I've seen, anyone's capable of killing you, so you should be apprehensive for anyone.
And a part of me wishes that Mike was 30 years younger in this podcast. I mean, the amount of condescending insults they throw his way is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, it got so bad at the point where they actually make fun of Mike after he mentions how he'll always be scared of homelessness, since he was homeless for a portion of his childhood.
That's my biggest fear, being homeless. I don't care how much money I have, because I've been homeless as a kid. My parents, we all been homeless. So I know what it's like to be at the bottom.
Still to this day, do you have that fear inside of you?
it sticks with me forever.
Is that why you took this fight? How'd you get out? Is that why you took this fight?
No. This fight, the money from this fight is not going to change my lifestyle.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how you truly destroy a bully. Time and time again, Logan and his co-host tried to irritate Mike in hopes that he would explode. And Mike knew this, so he calmly responded with the truth. And it resulted in Mike putting on a masterclass of patience and humility, while Logan and his co-host just continued to embarrass themselves on the world stage. But this new version of Mike Tyson only has so much patience for disrespectful people like Logan Paul and Mike Malak. Sometimes people are so disrespectful that Mike has no choice but to confront and intimidate them. And the example that illustrates this perfectly is this classic podcast he did with Daniel Cormier, Brandon Marshall, and of course, Brendan Schaub. Basically everyone there was the best in their respective sports when they played, except for Brendan Schaub, who was pretty much just an average UFC heavyweight like 12 years ago, which is still very respectable, but in comparison to the people he's sitting with, he's absolutely nothing. So of course Brendan Schaub felt inferior and compensated for his lacking UFC career by going way out of his way to disrespect Mike and downplay his greatness.
Mike Tyson in his prime versus Fury in his prime. Who wins, Mike? That's the question.
Mike, before you answer, this is no disrespect to me.
He big, Mike.
Technically wise, Fury can go defense. His footwork, he's big. To me, as far as technique wise, Fury's the best we've ever had.
Oh, wow.
What you think, Mike?
Tyson hits the hardest we've ever had.
Mike,
he might try to lean on you. Mike try to grab you, lean on you.
I don't know.
He's real good at that,
right? Mike. I'm tired of you being so honorable, so respectable, so humble. Fury in his prime, Tyson in his prime. Who wins? Tell the people the truth.
Listen. Just him being Tyson Fury shows my greatness.
You know they didn't name him after Tyson. Mike Tyson
shows my greatness. Yeah, shows his greatness.
No,
that's good.
They named him after Mike Tyson.
Yeah, Mike, that's a great answer, Mike.
I don't want to know. I don't care if he could beat me or not.
He named after me.
His name is Tyson.
His name is Tyson.
And his daddy.
I don't care. He could beat me. He could beat me. I don't care. His name is Tyson. Named after the greatest fighter ever lived.
Greatest fighter ever lived. Right there. Iron Mike on the ass.
All right.
Iron Mike on the ass.
That was the greatest.
That's the one. I love Mike Tyson. He's one of my best friends in the world now.
We got some Philadelphia Eagles fans.
So what does Tyson do? He stands up, walks over to Schaub, and proceeds to eat a watermelon while staring him down. And of course, Brendan Schaub doesn't dare make eye contact with Tyson that entire time.
That's me, sir. I'm done. I'm overcooked and done.
You done?
I'm done.
You officially retired.
Man, I retired 2 years ago almost.
Never coming back.
I ain't coming back.
DC's crushing.
You done?
I want to do this with you.
All right.
Bubba Watson?
Hey, Yuri.
Like, yeah, Schaub's 20 years younger than Tyson and would theoretically beat him in a fight. But in the real world, that's never gonna happen. And they both know this. Also, the funniest part about this whole interaction is that before it all went down, Daniel Cormier actually warned Brendan that he shouldn't disrespect Mike Tyson like that.
Mike, come grapple.
Mike don't want to deal with Brandon, man.
I can't do this.
Mike, come grapple, dog. You better hope Mike don't learn to kick with that size 14, B-Marsh.
Oh, y'all gotta stop doing that on this field. I don't think you like that, man. I don't think
Mike
you like that,
Tyson.
man. You better chill, man. I don't think you like that, man.
It's a
He coming back. He coming back. Mike's coming back.
He'll get mad at you, bro.
Yeah,
And once he gets mad, it's over. Once he gets mad, it's over.
I got him now. He's slow.
And obviously Cormier was implying that he shouldn't disrespect an all-time great, but of course Brendan just shrugged it off, suggesting that he'd perform a double-leg takedown on Mike if anything were to go down.
You don't want those Mike Tyson problems.
Nothing a double leg can't figure out.
So yeah, that's a pretty embarrassing sequence of events for Brendan Schaub. But I truly think if they were in a quieter, more controlled setting, that Mike Tyson would have absolutely eaten Brendan alive. So in order to quench that thirst for revenge that you all must be feeling by now, I present to you the most humbling experience that Mike Tyson's ever given to someone outside of the ring. And that is, of course, the podcast Mike Tyson did with the rapper Boosie. And if you didn't know already, before this interview, Boosie had some pretty negative things to say about Dwayne Wade and his daughter Zaya Wade. So when he sat down to do this podcast with Mike Tyson, Tyson made clear from the very beginning that he was going to teach Boosie a lesson.
How do you feel about other people's feelings? You know, you offend a lot of people. You talk about game, all the
No, a lot of times I need to shut the fuck up. It's just.
Why don't you?
I don't know, man. It be hard. Like, you know, it be hard. My mama got on my ass yesterday, telling me I need to shut the fuck up. But when it be on my heart, I won't, you know, I gotta say something.
And Mike didn't stop there. He went on to tell the rapper that he sees himself in him. But when Boosie seems to not be following along, Mike lays down the hammer of truth.
Why do you say things about a person that might be a homosexual? Why do you say that about them? Do you feel there's a possibility that you're a homosexual and you, by disrespecting him, you further yourself from being a homosexual or thinking you may like homosexuals?
Nah, I'm straight as an arrow. I'm just saying, you know.
I'm not saying you are, but why do you have? If you're straight, why do you? I really
commented on the Dwayne Wade situation because I got offended because it's a child. You know, that's why I really got offended. You know.
So after this confrontation, Boosie quickly switches topics to business, hinting that him and Mike should collaborate and make money together as a team.
But I heard you got all them damn acres. I'm a marketing genius. We can make some money together.
I do a lot of good stuff.
And this irritates Mike a bit, as Mike spent the last 10 minutes trying to understand why Boosie said these things about Dwayne Wade's daughter. So his response to Boosie's suggestion about starting a business together is just absolutely perfect.
Know it'd be even awesome marketing for you if you were kind and considered people's feelings to be worthy of listening to.
All right, you gonna be my helper with that.
No, because I see you're worthy of that. You have to believe that you're worthy of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, I feel like this was the best example of the new Mike's ability to handle a conversation like this. And even though Boosie didn't really take back anything he said about Dwayne Wade's daughter, no one else in the world would have been able to get Boosie to listen like that, except for maybe his own mother.
Who the fuck are we to make a comment about somebody's life? Who are you? What happened to you that you think that you're somebody to make a comment on somebody's life?
My mama said the same thing.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I really appreciate it if you made it this far. And also, do make sure to drop a comment down below what your favorite moment of Mike's was from this video. And as always, thanks for watching.
Nice.
Yeah, now that's not funny at all. You can't laugh at that.